Hi guys on Instagram. Are you able to hear me? Somebody who's joined the live quickly, can you just comment quickly and let me know if you're able to hear me clearly on Instagram? Guys who have joined me on YouTube, I was trying something different this time. Like I'm going live parallelly on both Instagram and YouTube. The Instagram version is the screen version of the YouTube stream only. So yeah, are you able to hear? That's amazing. I'm waiting for people to join on YouTube. A lot of you have joined on Instagram. There's something very important that I'm communicating through this live. So there is a tweet that's doing rounds about the group 2 hack, right? On so for the current attempt students, this is going to be a very relevant video. So let me just help you with trying to understand what that is. And I do see now people quickly catching up on YouTube as well. If there is anything that you would want to know, I think the guys on Instagram, you can quickly hop onto my YouTube channel and catch the live there, because there is an extended screen to this. Also the full screen, right now what you're seeing is only a portion of the screen on this one. If you're really interested, and if something I mean, like, it's something that matters to you, then I guess you should go on the YouTube channel right now. And guys who are on YouTube, can you just somebody on YouTube who's watching live right now, can you just let me know if all the sound and other things are fine for you guys as well? I get a confirmation here saying that everything is fine, but I would like to know it from somebody there as well. All right, so if somebody's watching this live, I know it's pretty late right now, but still, it's not late for uh, Gen Z people like you, right? It's some time where you're settling up. So switched here, very good. I do see some people switching on to YouTube from Instagram. So because Instagram, I just wanted to communicate to everybody because there was no prior notice of this, and I want to make sure that people who really are following me don't miss this. And I've come live first of all after a long time. Uh, yeah, so this is something very important that I want people who are writing November 23 to understand. So if somebody is not writing November 23, I think this video is not for you. So don't really waste time. And if there's something else that you can really do, you can always choose to do that. So all I'm saying is use your time productively. I'd not be looking at the camera all the time, so don't really bother about that, because I have to do both these on both the sides. So just keep going with that. Now, yeah, I hope, since many of you have joined, let me give you this straight and very important fact. There's been a tweet that's been doing rounds about this particular hack that you see right now on screen. Guys on the Instagram, if you have any doubts, you can just put it up here, or just quickly hop onto YouTube, because I will end Instagram live shortly. In some time, I'll end the Instagram live as well. And so, yeah, before I do anything further, I want all of you to understand what was put there very carefully. For that matter, have a lot of respect for the one who's put up the tweet. So, we've looked up to somebody like that from a long time. But being in business from quite some time, I would also want to clarify something very important about the possibility of that tweet really working out. So, uh, first of all, I would like to clarify that yes, it is a possibility. I would definitely not, deny that. But at the same time, the hack goes on to say that you are supposed to get 60 plus marks in both audit, FM, and echo. If you are able to get 60 plus marks in audit and FM echo, and even if you don't really bother about advanced accounting and EIS-SM, and in fact, I don't want to like to use the word, but still, I go with it. If you fail, that is, if you make even less than 40, it is still highly sufficient. Uh, Guys, I do see a lot of comments coming in. Please do hold on. Whatever it is, let me put my point up front, because this video, I'm going to leave it after this live session also. So it'd be helpful for a lot of people to see and understand what we are talking about. So, uh, let me start afresh. What I'm trying to say here is that the hack goes by saying that if you get 60 plus, that is, if you get a couple of exemptions in audit and as well as FM and Echo. And even if you fail in subjects like advanced accounting and Eis-Sm, your group 2 will be considered done. Okay, because now that everybody here is pretty much aware of the changes that are taking place going forward from May 24 attempt, where you will only have 6 subjects, you will not have 8 subjects, and wherein the most dreaded, most fantastic, and public favorite subject of EIS has been removed. So okay, now my disappointments about EIS being removed, we can talk about it later, because like I said, I'm pretty sure in some form or the other, content which is relevant to information system has to come back. The world is right now running on automation, right? If things like, I have 3 screens in front of me, one streaming on YouTube, one going on Instagram, and a couple of other things going on here. So today, automation, when it is at its peak, I mean, and you being a chartered accountant, having no awareness about certain basics could be challenging in the future. So, anyways, I just hope the ITT and advanced ITT curriculum, which I'm yet to see in full detail, and if it really works out practically, I'm happy by that way that if you are able to get the knowledge of it, it is enough. It's not necessary that it comes through me or through the AI subject. As long as you're able to operate in that environment, I'm more happy. So, ignoring that subject, thinking that studying AI to be a tough task, and doing the same thing with advanced accounting, I'm going to come to that aspect later. But I'm going to talk about something more important, because FM and Echo and audit, you are supposed to score 60 plus for that hack to really work, right? Now, here I would like to bring certain important things to your notice. May 22, not now, but I'm taking a reference to the past. The audit paper was something that 80+% people failed. Okay, so what you are expected to get 80 here, I mean the 60 here, 80+% of people failed in the audit paper in May 22 Ca-Inter, and these are not my own numbers. Right? Board of Studies released the statistic a couple of attempts back. A dreadful paper, right? In the sense, I mean, somebody who's watching this live right now, if you know about it, you can also share in the comments that 80 plus. I made a video also, right? If you go back to the channel and see, I have a video which says 80+% people who wrote this paper have failed. You can actually go through that video and you can see the depth and the level of depth, that it has in terms of the questions. So even if you practice FM very well and try to manage economics, which is again studying question and answers, I am personally very concerned if every student would be able to make this true, that getting 60 in audit was never something which is possible in a very easy manner, unless you really have what do you say, a conviction with respect to the subject, that yes, and plus you have to have requisite knowledge as well. So if you've been studying audit very well, it still doesn't give you a guarantee that you will get 60 plus. Reason, it is about how you express and write answers. So when it comes to writing answers, audit is a different ballgame altogether. Many of you have been writing from many attempts. You will definitely agree with me, there is no shame in writing more than one attempt. Absolutely no shame in that. No problem in talking about that. But all I'm saying is, you kind of have to admit the fact that it's really, really difficult. Just write audit answers and make sure that, you score 60 plus. I can still vouch for somebody whose practice is amazing with respect to FM problems. But as latest as in the last attempt, whoever has written last attempt and not qualified, I have personally heard that FM was a very dreadful paper. And again, since I didn't write, I don't want to take it in confirmation, but based on what my students have told me, that I haven't, I mean, on that note, I have had excellent results that came yesterday. A lot of students, they got 60 pluses in audit, which I'm very happy about, which is what is prompting me to make this video. Because if you talk to somebody from the immediate previous attempt, I had like 10 students, of which 9 of them have scored 60 plus in audit when I discussed yesterday. Because the correction, I don't know what was added up or whatever it is, but to the most, or I can, to some extent, credit my teaching if I want to. But in that context, I just don't want you guys to get blown away by just talking to somebody from the past attempt, because the paper was, what I say, 10 notches below what it could have been. So it's a very easy paper to keep it in simple language. Plus the marking, I don't know, like, how the marking went on, because I've had people who scored 77, 80 in audits in the last attempt. So if you are listening to all this, then it will sound very possible that, you can get 60 plus. I am not denying that. After introduction of MCQs, 30 marks of MCQs, 14 marks of true or false, 44 marks is something that you can solid make an audit. And if you write a decent level of descriptive answers well, you should be able to touch the 60 mark easily. This I'm pretty much confident, because I'm not telling this because I'm a nobody here. And those of you who know me for many years, yeah, I've been less active in the last 1 year on social platforms, but I have been teaching for last 11 years, and I know it is not something very easy to breeze away through that 60 plus marks. For many people, economics is the same problem. I hope guys in the audience can vouch to this. If anybody is exactly understanding what I'm saying, you can share what you think as well. But this is absolutely true. It is not always easy to remember everything and, get going with this. And a subject like advanced accounting, which has, certain chapters where, which are highly scoring. We had somebody scored 90 in advanced account, our own student. I'm not talking about somebody in India scoring more than that. I only always talk about people who I know. So when I know somebody who scored 90, and advanced accounting always have a possibility. And I have seen many reactions from people who also shared that they already have an exemption in advanced accounts. Right? Bottom line, please continue your efforts. Please work a little more harder. Try to clear the entire group. Uh, you know, Also, I didn't mention something till now, the fact that there has been a serious assumption that was written at the end of the tweet. It says that they are assuming that you are group 1 passed. If this is not there, this whole discussion doesn't merit any attention. So please understand, I do understand a lot of people have only group 2 pending. I'm not denying that fact that, this is applicable to a large amount of audience. I'm not denying that. But at the same time, taking this for granted is also not a real solution. Okay. So, what I suggest is, since this is very early, the results have come yesterday only. All of you know very clearly what, you lack. If anybody has failed in the previous attempt in group 2 of Ca-Inter, you work back. Now I have somebody in the comments saying that, revision classes help me clear group 2. I've already shared on Instagram today a few glimpses of how I've only chosen and shared from those which are some extremely nice responses. I mean, I didn't want to share about everybody who passed the exam. So I've shared some extremely nice responses. People who have been continuously failing for so many attempts, they have cleared. So, I think you should make a strategy of what you're supposed to do with the 4 subjects. And if only group 2 is left for you, I suggest you to target all 4 subjects and do this. I'm fed up of typing individual messages to people. That's why even if it was late, I didn't mind coming, live and telling this, because if I'm actually not, finding enough space to make a video and put up things like that. And that's why you don't see me nowadays very often coming live and reading out notifications of what I say. I am, somebody who knows me very closely, that I've always told that if a notification is given by ICI, I don't need to come live and explain you what the notification is, because there are enough number of people on YouTube to do that. I've, no problem with that. People are doing it. I am focused more on doing some revision content, which I've already done for the last 2 attempts. I have immense happiness in terms of the people who come back saying that the free videos of revision have helped us pass. That itself is way more enough than me. So I'm telling you, for all of those who are thinking of, doing both, that is scoring 60 plus in audit, and also doing fine with Eis-Sm, I'm, I'm saying don't leave it. We have revision videos. We have clearly, made a pattern. Plans are there. Presentation videos are there. Just go through the channel. Playlists are already made for you. No matter, what we say. and I'll frequently try to come live, stay in touch with you guys through either of these platforms. I'll make this was completely an unplanned issue, which is why about something that I came up. And I guess Unit 10, Suraj is asking a question on Unit 10. Unit 10 will continue for the November exam. So I don't think there should be any problem with Unit 10. If you have a Unit 10 aspect, you can continue to write that. And like I said, please focus on whatever you are writing. Don't, the word hack itself is something that I'm really like kind of disappointed. That too, because a large amount of students, they're already searching shortcuts, and C has become like that today. That since many people have told it is tough, it is tough, it is tough, and also we have seen single digit pass percentage on both groups in final. Very double digit, but very less in terms of overall. If 100 people are writing, uh, not even 10, 15 people are going home safe if somebody is writing, and it's kind of 8, 9% in CA final. So people targeting both groups, I do understand, but don't go by simply the numbers. And I have told something constantly over the years. Those people who wanted to pass the course, if not in the first, second, third, whichever attempt they did pass. There is an attitude of working towards your goal. I think you should be focusing more on that rather than trying to find shortcuts. Because in today's time, I do understand the world has changed a lot after the pandemic. People are not really interested in counting hard work, because even I am very practical that way, saying that suddenly if you do all the hard work, I keep telling this line in classes. If any of you are from my classes, you know that even donkey does hard work, right? But at the end of the day, everybody somewhere has to die. So people have realized that the pandemic has shown us a different side of the world. People have realized that when we keep continuing to do something and not enjoy our life, this and plus the growth of all these Instagram reels and shorts and showing a very nice lifestyle of some people, it's put hard work on a back seat. I won't say, I mean, if any of you agree with me, I think you should just uh, share it. I mean, like, share a thumbs up on the comment section as well. Because see, it's practically very different now. People want more focus towards. People are talking about work-life balance, which is what was always spoken about in the corporate sector. It's always spoken about work-life balance and all that. But trying to find easy shortcuts, and people also are. Uh, Again, I missed somebody on Instagram. Thank you there on the what do you say? Twitter threads creating a war, or like people enjoy more putting everything is become a meme world right now. I do enjoy memes. People, some of my students make memes on me also, so it's nice, it's fun. But the point is, like what we are missing is a professional course like this, whose roots are built in doing work. I don't want to say doing hard work, smart work. Work is work at the end of the day, whether it's hard or smart. So please don't resort to shortcuts. That's exactly what I wanted to say through this video. And most of you are still interested in trying out the hack. You are at your full will to do whatever you want to do. I'm not, going to stop you from that. I can't do that. So, what if? Okay, I'll take some questions also now. I hope everybody understood. If somebody is watching this video, not during this live and later, I appreciate your patience, because live, you don't know, like it's just listening to a conversation and it's going on. But if you watch 20 minutes, sparing, and you've come till here, that's amazing. Somebody has asked a question on Instagram. What if only group 1 is cleared in November 23? And what about group 2 in May? I would just want to clarify that as well. Okay. If you guys on Instagram can follow my voice, others can see it on screen also. In November 23, your group 1 is done. Expected aspects, still details about exemptions are very much awaited from ICI. We have no, what do you say, a conclusive talk about that. There is still some room for that story to take place. So May 24, your group 2 expected to be with 3 subjects of costing, audit, and FM/SM. This is the new combination, right? So since you've already qualified group 1, you would be exempted from writing costing. it's expected, right? Clarification and notification has to clearly come, and then audit FMSM will be the only things you are supposed to write. This is what has been an expected thing. But what will be exempted for what counts to what, in fact all these things will come provide a clear notification. Board of Studies, when they were doing a video also, they've explained it very clearly that it will come through a separate what do you say, a video. So there is no need for anybody to panic about it. But since we are talking live, I just wanted to clarify that. So whoever asked me that on Instagram, I guess you understood that you should be able to write only 2 subjects. But somebody writing these 8 subjects in November, if you clear 6 out of 8 as told in the tweet, and you don't even clear those 2, right? Don't even clear the 2. I'm explaining that also actually. So the 2 being advanced accounting and Eis-Sm, right? Now, since you fail in these 2 and you pass the other 6, if you look at the equivalent papers in May 24, okay, since advanced accounting is not there, it doesn't count or it doesn't matter. Since you've already done Eis-Sm and you've already qualified FM, costing FM in group 1, it is assumed that they will not ask you to write this also, right? And 6, in which you are doing very well in audit, and even you are getting a 60 in audit, so which means that will also be exempt. So basically you are a group 2 pass. I hope now people have understood the sense of what the tweet actually means. Okay, which is practically viable, guys. But I say has to clarify that this is only a wide option as of now. Okay, so I don't think that goes anywhere in terms of scoring 60 plus in audit is not something that you should focus on alone. I'm telling you, what if you do a fantastic preparation and end up getting 58? I'm not demeaning any preparation of yours, but what if you get 58? Right? That possibility has to be evaluated, right? 58, 59. And this is not the first time you have heard somebody saying, I got a 58 or 59. You've seen people write multiple attempts despite getting 58, 59. Or, hey, sir, they should have given me a 1 more mark. I would have got exempted in this. We have enough stories. So, like these are all things that we assume. So don't get too carried away by the social media today, which is also something that I would, like want to tell. And since it's kind of a little late the night for some of you, I would like to also wrap up this session here. But after giving an opportunity for both people on Instagram and YouTube, Instagram has been amazing since the response continued. I didn't switch off the live there also. If you have any doubts, you can just hit me up right now. Otherwise, we will wrap up the live in next couple of minutes. So, any of you having any points to ask, might see somebody is already sharing their 58 in tax. Happens, guys. I got a 39 in CA final tax, and I'm not ashamed to admit that even on camera today. Right? It happens, and you guys are, like I said, since the convenience is too much. This is what, right? Set C, set D. So that's what I'm saying, right? So I say I will make something compulsory, and then unless that final clarification comes, we will not understand what it is. And when you see that clarification, if you are more disappointed, it makes no sense. So all I'm saying is, stay put, guys. Work hard. Not passing since last 6 years, guys. For everybody who's not passing these attempts despite trying multiple times, all I would want to tell those people is there is something going wrong, guys. I would want you to, kind of sit back and analyze that one aspect. Because if somebody is going wrong repeatedly, you're going wrong on the same aspect, and the worst thing is that you don't know where you're going wrong. So, kind of make sure that you do something with respect to that. Maybe you can DM me on Instagram or on Telegram at Harish Krishnan. That's our ID. Maybe I'd be of some help to you personally if you guys want to know personally. Unless I understand what the situation is of the individual, can't expect that. So if you want to know something like that, and people who cleared group 1 and old IPCC, what is the route for them? This is asked by Ahmad. Ahmad, I might have to look into the details of what you're asking. But there also, group 1 had 4 subjects. maybe a transition plan will be given. So I think since it was clearly told, the transition aspects will be told by ICA. I don't think we should worry about that in today's time. Okay, wait for the video there. Amit Patel has a question, sir. I have an exemption and advanced account. What should I plan for? Just focus on the other three subjects, hit them hard, get your good marks, and get things done. Okay. Sir, you are best in South India. Thank you. I'm flattered, but what are we comparing with? Leave it. There's nothing to be best and all that. Sir, what video should I watch to know how to properly present answers in the exam? Uh, Bilal, and to everybody who ever asked that question, please go to our channel. There is a playlist. There is a playlist called Essentials, and there is also a playlist for audit separately, EAS separately, SM separately. You guys want to uh, run through that. Bilal, I think I'm answering your question only. So, paper presentation pattern for audit. These videos are there in my channel. So, all the new ones who are joining the channel or seeing this channel now might want to go back to our old videos. It won't be very difficult to find because of late I've not posted multiple videos. Right? I know my regular people on Instagram. Some of them are in touch on Instagram through DMs and maybe through Telegram and all that. YouTube audience is what I've been missing. This live is what I've been missing. So anyway, that's something also that today, after a long time, I'm really happy doing this. Any more questions? Yeah. Please provide audit plan for CA final November. Yeah, audit plans. I'm coming up with videos, guys. Nothing to worry. Gautam, I know you. You will not leave me until I give you something for November. You have been yes. I promise that I will do that. Definitely, Gautam. I will. I will do that. Don't worry. uh, Revision series, okay. For final, I might do a revision series which will be applicable for both November and May 24. Might keeping the new syllabus in mind, I will cover certain common aspects. One of my friends here who's now a director in PwC UK asking me to visit UK for students, and been harassing me on Instagram for a long time, but I've been ignoring him for quite some time now. Venkatesh Kondepudi, I love you so much, and many of my students have been his articles. All right, right. We miss you in India here, so please come back and give your services here. So yeah, yes, I want all of you to be confident of doing whatever you're doing, guys. Go see a final classes, guys. For all the details, you can DM us about classes. I generally don't want to talk about that on the live videos, so you can send us whatever classes you are in need, inter, final, regular, crash courses, whatever. Please just send us a DM. Don't leave on the comment section of YouTube because it will be difficult for somebody to retract that. At Harish Krishnan on Instagram and Telegram, you can DM us your opinion on how to prepare economics and FM since it's being asked tough. I kind of resonate with you, who's asking that, Gunwant, right? I understand why this part is being asked. Economics, the preparation pattern should be what I generally suggest for people doing EAS. Prepare a summary notes. Many of you are trying to, kind of uh, play games with economics, like you are just kind of going on revising or just reading once and trying to write the exam. I've heard this from many people that economics is looking tough. I tell you the reason that I generally see there. People don't have summary notes. People don't read. People just want shortcuts. So what I suggest, FM, you go the textbook way, the hard way that normally any student has to do a problematic paper. Solve questions. Don't read your class notes and check, did I solve capital structure correctly? Did I do working capital management correctly? I've seen that. That is horrible. Some people keep the question one side, their class notes or answer book one side. They check whether they answered it properly. Never do that for any practical paper. Pick up your pen and paper. Start solving. Only when you solve, you will get confidence. And since FM has a limited subject of 60 marks, you should be able to do that very confidently. But for economics, I think this is something that many people are lacking. That you should go about preparing a summary notes, and then kind of note down the side headings properly. Also do something, guys. Many people have this habit of writing side headings correctly and dumping in some nonsense inside. ICA is not giving marks, and I'm alerting you guys on this. Many people are thinking that if I write or get my side headings right and then write some nonsense. This will help me, or kind of finish whatever I'm doing with. No, many people are losing marks and then later complaining, despite writing side headings, why am I not getting what I'm getting? Not just about the side headings. It's just like the true or false in audit, where people write true or false, not writing the reason and all that. Don't do that. Kind of try and make sure that uh, you know make a summary notes. Gautam, I guess I have answered. Gunwant, I think I've answered your question. Whether classes have to be taken for self-paced modules. Hardik, that's too early to answer about it. The reason why it's called self-paced is you can go at your pace. I guess they should give you enough content, which is good enough not to take classes. So I hope it doesn't need. Balaji, I cleared IPCC old group 1 as working in multinational. I want to clear group 2. First of all, I'd like to appreciate all those people who are coming back, because the new scheme now has only 3 papers. Very good. November 23 or May 24, which is the best time to. Since you are coming after a break of long time, I will still suggest you can go with the new syllabus in May 24. That should be good for you, because if you're doing group 2 now, like advanced accounting, having a lot of what do you say, content to for you to revise and all. November 23 might not be a good time for you, that too, considering the fact that you're working in a multinational. It might kind of be difficult for you to balance, and all of those people who want to resume CA after a gap, May 24 should be a good beginning. If I missed some comments on Instagram, uh, hi sir, how are you? Gracia, thank you for asking. I'm doing very good. I'm absolutely fine, just that I'm not coming live. Mukesh, I asked the unit 10. Unit 10 is a thing where, I don't think it's relevant to everybody. So, in unit 10, there is, okay, Balaji, thank you, no problem. I think I sometime back answered about unit 10. Your opinion on how to prepare economics. Arvind, I guess, Arvind and Gunwan from last time scoring 160, 162. Oh, Arvind, sorry, that question of economics was for you. I guess I've answered that now. How can I increase my marks to 200 plus? Guys, if you're scoring 160s, on an average, I'm going with, what do you say, 40 in each paper. I think you should always focus on writing your answers well, because I don't think there is any problem in your content preparation. Because if you're able to get 40s each paper, then your broader problem will be in trying to, kind of cross that 50 level. So when you want 50s and 60s, don't do selective study, right? That's what I'm saying. So now, Arvind, I think I corrected that. Gudwant, I hope you're listening. This is to your question for everybody who's hitting in that 40s mark. And I even have somebody, some people, not somebody, a few people who passed all 4 subjects but couldn't clear the aggregate yesterday. So in the results, that really hurts me, when people pass all subjects but couldn't clear the aggregate. It is not like you are a very bad student. You perform bad in the exam. So please own up that mistake, that you didn't do up to the mark in the exam, and make sure that use your skill to portray that well. Okay, so again, like I said, it needs a little more practice, revision, good deal in writing. Please go back and watch the presentation videos. Take help of revision videos to do that. I guess that should be okay. I think as of now I've answered all questions. It's getting close to 11 p.m. So and now the viewership on YouTube is going pretty high, and there are almost 40 people watching live on Instagram as well. So right now about 100 people are watching this live even now. If any of you have joined late, guys, on Instagram, full videos there on YouTube. And guys who joined late on YouTube, I'm going to end the session in some time where you can just wait for a couple of minutes and the video will be available so you can watch. And I like this mode now. I'm actually very convinced that I can do this live both on Instagram and YouTube. This I've been trying to do this for years, but I didn't want what guys watching on Instagram. This is the phone taking the video of a screen. So I didn't want to do this for many years, but I guess then 2 audio sources. All this was a real problem, but today it just went up. All it took was 5 minutes to set this up. Just so good to see me after a long time. I actually am feeling very, very good. In fact, I had to hit the end button from a long time, but I don't feel like ending it because so many people are very much interested in doing it. Yeah, Mukesh, my first group is clear. Old course in giving Unit 10 in May 23. Guys, somebody like Mukesh asked me about Unit 10. Unit 10 is relevant only to somebody if you are, not somebody who's bothered about all that. You're writing both groups and don't really bother about it. The regular classes are available for audit and Eis-Sm. Sanjay, please leave us a direct message on Instagram or Telegram. Google Drive classes are available. So, guys, I desperately want to stay for a longer time, but I don't think we really have a point. Otherwise, this will become like one of those Gen Z podcasts, which we will be doing with no real sense or nothing to really hang on to. I will definitely do such sessions going forward because I'm really, liking this mode of talking to people. And so we will try and do those sessions, but I will announce them well in advance so that we are both are very clear that we have no agenda and we're just there to talk. All right. So today I did really have a serious point, and I hope everybody is now convinced with that point. So let your friends also know if you have watched me, live today. Please let your friends also know what I told. If not, I mean, if I'm not here really for the views, so to share this video or not, it doesn't really have a issue for me. Share the content. I mean, if you really understood what I said, share it. If you don't want to share the content by yourself, then send this video. Let them, also watch it and understand. Plan it every weekend. Someday, weekday, weekend, somewhere. I'll try coming live at least late like this. That I'm absolutely free. Uh, Vijay, please send us a direct message or on Instagram. We will try and do that. No problem. And guys, everybody on YouTube, Instagram, thank you so much for joining me live. I will very soon come back. So for now, let's say a goodbye, good night, and I'm ending this stream here for YouTube now. I'll see you guys very shortly. Thank you for joining me on this live stream, guys. Bye bye.